Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Psalm 1:1-6. On February 12, 2023, the NFL held its 57th Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Eagles at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
It's been 2,190 days.
Dude, Rihanna, we waited for you.
It's been over 6 years.
Rihanna was tapped to perform the halftime ritual that, like always, was meant to exalt the devil and his antichrist. Let's take a look. The game was held on the 12th of February. Strong's Concordance lists H12 as Abaddon, which means destruction, and points to the name of the king of the bottomless pit, Abaddon. And if we break down the name Super Bowl, we find it actually hides the phrase superb owl, which means the glorious, magnificent, supreme, and sublime owl. Like the horned bull god, the owl is also used as a symbol of Molech or Baal. This owl can be found on the dollar bill and at the Capitol building in the District of Columbia. It is important to note that the pattern of the dome facing the obelisk in the District of Columbia is a duplicate of the dome facing the obelisk found at St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. Both these locations and Rihanna herself represent Mystery Babylon, the mother of harlots. This is the true reason Rihanna, who is pregnant and was dressed in all red as the Scarlet Woman, was selected to perform during the Superb Owl halftime show. In fact, like the District of Columbia in the Basilica at the Vatican, Rihanna was following the pattern set up by Madonna, who also represents the Virgin Whore, Mystery Babylon, and she was depicted as giving birth to the Antichrist during her Superb Owl 46 performance back in 2012. It is important to remember that this was the same game where number 44 for the Giants, Ahmad Bradshaw, and his 6-yard touchdown simulated the birth of the Antichrist, the Nephilim giant, number 44, Obama, who was then president. We can be sure that this was no coincidence because 5 months before Super Bowl 46, on September 11th, Obama read Psalm 46, declaring himself to be God.
Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth.
It is also no coincidence that the Druid rituals, which are performed at the Bohemian Grove, where presidents are chosen, include people dressed in red robes, marching in procession, chanting to the great or superb owl, Molech. The Greeks believed that the owl was sacred to Athena, the ancient Mesopotamian eye goddess, because of her staring, owl-like images. The owl has also been used to represent a witch in bird form, and it is also associated with the demonic spirit Lilith. Isaiah 34:13-14 declares, "And thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortresses thereof, and it shall be an habitation of dragons, and a court for owls. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow. The screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest." The word screech owl here is Strong's H3917, Lilith, and it means the female goddess known as a night demon who haunts the desolate places of Edom. In her video, Where Have You Been?, Rihanna appears as an owl, a mermaid, and Shiva, the destroyer. The owl represents Melech, the mermaid, the beast from the sea, and Shiva, Abaddon, or Apollyon, the destroyer. Now check this out. Back in 2019, a mass shooting occurred at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, which killed 23 people and injured 22 others. Notice Walmart's logo is the six-pointed star, which represents Saturn or Satan. You may not remember, but the Hooters owl was prominently shown during this event. Not only that, but this satanic ritual occurred on August 3rd, the day before Obama's 58th birthday.